to the fifth dimension. Clairvoyant intuitions. Arrive with ease or relieve your tensions. From now to then, there's not much of a difference. From then till now.
What's good, YouTube? We back with another episode of Trakwolf Godcast. I'm your boy TrakBeatz. We got my man Cheno Bliss in the building with us today, you know what I'm saying? Hey, nah. Y'all make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe, you know what I'm saying? We over here dropping some jewels and some knowledge, you know what I'm saying? Bringing in some dope guests, a little bit of everything, you know what I'm saying? But we wanted to throw a little bit of different sauce on this one today, you know what I'm saying? But before I start getting into all of that, you know what I'm saying, y'all make sure y'all check out the end of the videos as well, you know what I'm saying? We always dropping music videos, songs, or actual contents of our guests if it's, you know what I'm saying, they got an actual storefront location or whatever.
Yes, sir.
But it's always some kind of content towards the end of the episode, so y'all make sure y'all tune in and check out the last parts too, you know what I'm saying? But on that note, you know what I'm saying, we about to dig in, you know what I'm saying, me and the bro up here, you know what I'm saying, we're gonna get into this subject, you know what I'm saying, a little bit about
accountability, man. Accountability.
So we feel like that's a pretty big subject, and like a lot of people get things misconstrued when it comes to that. And I know all of us at one point in time, you know what I'm saying, we done been in that place where we pointed the fingers at other people for our own misfortunes, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So how would you define accountability?
That's interesting. So accountability is something I kind of just did rather than kind of thought about conceptually. But if I were to define it, I would to say it is to take ownership for the intent of something that you did.
That's a good way of putting it.
If I were to really break it down as deeply as I could, for the intent of something that you did. At first, when I was younger, I only looked at accountability as taking ownership for a physical action, or you know, something you said, something you did to somebody.
Yeah, in the physical realm.
Yeah, but as I got older, I take accountability now is you know what you was trying to do. You know what I mean? You know what your intent was when you did it, whether it be me or the person doing it, and that's the thing that people need to take accountability or take ownership for. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we take a lot of steps sometimes, and we're not really aware of what we're doing because we so focused on what the other person is doing, you know what I'm saying? So this whole table might crumble, but it could have been because you kicked it, but you didn't realize that it was your foot, you know what I'm saying? So you're not taking accountability for it, you just know that the table fumbled, you know what I'm saying? And this person right here looked like they could have bumped into it.
Yeah, man. I mean, like you said, you didn't know it was your foot. You didn't know that your foot. You know, you didn't know that you had more control over your foot than the next person. Or, excuse me, maybe you did know you had more control over your foot than the next person, and you might have caused this person or triggered this person to do something. So the intent or the accountability really falls on you because you have the wherewithal, you have the knowledge and wisdom and awareness to know better and do better. You know what I mean?
So, like, what was something that you recognized for you that made you start becoming more aware of, like, making yourself be more accountable for your actions, you know what I'm saying, and your intentions?
When I was younger, as soon as you asked me that, what popped in my head is when I was younger, I used to steal a lot. I had sticky fingers. Yeah, I had sticky fingers, you know.
Fingers was sticky.
That fingers was sticky. And when I say younger, when I was like 5, 6, 7, I used to steal stuff from my aunt's room. I just get curious and I look around at stuff, and I'm a kid. I have a concept of money, but I don't really have a concept of you gotta buy everything or what's not yours isn't yours. It was just like, if I see it and I don't know whose it is, then I might take it because I don't know whose it is and it's just laying here. Or it's just here. Like, but at the same time, like, even as a kid, I knew it was wrong. But that type of thing, you know, when I got to 7 or 8, I was in Walmart and I got caught stealing Pokemon cards. And the person, I never forget you, I was stealing them, I was sticking them down my pants leg. I had a whole rack of them motherfuckers, boy. I had racked up on them Joes, boy. And then I was walking down the aisle, and there was this white person. I forgot if it was a lady or a man. And every aisle I went down, they was at the other end of the aisle, just like
watching you,
looking at me. And I was just like, oh shit. And I was just like, all right, I'm gonna just try to leave. And then like,
of course you're gonna try to leave. You got the cars.
I got to the door, and my mom was like close to the door. She was like, all right, you ready to leave? And I was like, yeah. She was just like, oh, okay, so what about the cars you stole? And I was just like, So they had already found my mom and told them, and you know, took me into the room. They was like, oh, we can ban you from Walmart. You can only be at Walmart with an adult till you're 18. You know the stuff that they do to kids.
Yeah.
But that was the first time that I really had a true taste of accountability, because I realized as a kid, I was like, oh, I felt like there could be deep consequences more than what my parents did. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, that's a pretty big one right there. I think we done all ran into some similar situations where we done had to kind of snap back out of it, you know what I'm saying?
what about you?
I think my one that I got caught for younger, which, you know, they didn't charge me anything for, but at that time, walkie-talkies was big. It was, for some reason, we was all on the walkie-talkies, you know what I'm saying? So what's crazy is I had got away with my walkie-talkie, but then I went back the next day because my peoples and them, we thought they had went back out there. We was just kind of radioing. We was just out running around. So we thought they went back out there to try to grab the other ones.
Yeah.
So we went back out there to go check to see if they was out there, but they wasn't out there. But while we was out there checking, we was like, yo, let's go check the bathroom and see if the other one is still there that we left from the other day. Went back in the bathroom. That shit was in there.
It was.
Hell yeah, but I was only in there for like 2 seconds. I wasn't even about to grab the joint, and I tried to leave out the bathroom. Somebody was trying to come in. I ended up being able to get out. So when I left out the bathroom, I was walking down the aisle, and one of them was like, hey. And my first instinct was to go.
Yeah. But you froze a little bit?
Nah, somebody else had the other side blocked off, so it didn't make a difference. I was about to be gone on there. Hell yeah, they took me to my mom's job and everything, because I was a minor then. But that was like the first big one that was serious, that I was like, alright, nigga, like, you gotta start taking some accountability for what the fuck you out here doing, you know what I'm saying? So even the reckless shit I did afterwards, after that, I was taking accountability for it, you know what I'm saying? I was just still doing the other shit anyways, you know what I'm saying?
How old were you when the walkie-talkie thing happened?
That was middle school.
So what, that's like 11?
Yeah, that was middle school.
12,
yeah,
something like
11,
that.
12. Yeah. But even outside of like little petty shit like that, you know what I'm saying? You got other instances as far as like relationships too. You know what I'm saying? Where like you're not being transparent with something, or maybe you are being transparent. You know what I'm saying? But I guess it gets confusing over there too sometimes. So like, before I get into it, how would you know what I'm saying, correlate that with relationships?
Well, when it comes to accountability now, me at 29, whenever I talk to anybody, I realize I'm a male and I have a certain perspective and energy, and I dominantly navigate off of logic on my mind. And if I'm speaking to another man, I realize they're likely that way. If I'm speaking to a woman, I realize they more than likely navigate off of emotion dominantly. And if I run into a woman that has a good balance of logic and emotion, that's something that I aim for, because it makes it a little more easier, and it makes it a little more balanced with the communication when you're communicating with somebody like that.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, you got to take your perspective, and then you got to find their perspective, and then you got to find where they align at somewhere.
Yeah, it's
you know
almost
what I mean?
mind blowing when you run into it though.
Yeah, no, it is, cause it's. Especially if you are less spiritual and more like in your mind or worldly or fleshly, because it's hard to conceptualize a woman with such logic or understanding that the average woman does not have, or a man with such empathy or sympathy or emotional intelligence that the average man does not have. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So I think accountability comes with also knowing self too, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't think you can really find accountability or someone to take accountability for themselves if they don't even know themselves, you know what I'm saying? It's almost like a one-way street, if you're looking at it that way. You know what I'm saying? It's either this way or that way. You know what I'm saying?
So like,
how do you find the accountability in someone who doesn't know themselves?
well, me personally, I always, when I don't understand someone or I disagree with somebody, I always look at them as if they are literally myself, like they're me, like they look like me, and I'm me in the mirror talking to myself, and I react. That way I react with more empathy and sympathy because I would want people to have that for me, and I have it for myself. You know what I mean?
And for me, my perspective when it comes to that, because I could see where you'll get that from, because we definitely go about that. But for me, I guess because all these movies and these other perceptions, they give me a base to build on, and then I can formulate my own concept. You know what I'm saying? So like the Men in Black, you know what I'm saying? Everybody in different forms. You know what I'm saying? So it's like when I'm talking to somebody else, I don't see them as me, you know what I'm saying? I know that they're another form, another energy. They could have a completely different purpose, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
But we all like humans, and we all spiritual or energetic beings, you know what I'm saying? We all vibrate on a frequency, whether motherfuckers want to believe it or not, you know what I'm saying?
And yes, that is true. When I was saying that, I was referring more so to when I disagree with someone.
Yeah.
That's how my mind and my spirit keeps them closer rather than pushes them away, because I don't agree with them. And it helps me do my best to understand them deeper. And you're right. I think that part is a paradox too, man. Like,
yeah.
I feel like we're all the same energy, like observing itself. So yeah, as much as that person is different and so am I, we are the same thing. It's like a paradox, and it will never make logical sense because it's a metaphysical thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But we all serve a purpose, and we all,
Without
you know
question.
what I'm saying? You just got to figure out what your purpose is. But it's like trying to equate like a different spirit, you know what I'm saying, and then them being lost on top of that, you know what I'm saying. I think for me it comes more down to like how this person is communicating with me, depending on how much sympathy and empathy I can give this person.
I can see that, definitely. That's exactly how you operate.
Because my intentions is always I want to lean that way, but you run into it so much that it's kind of hard when people will utilize that as a weapon, you know what I'm saying, or as their tool, you know what I'm saying, to kind of rail people in, they fishing line, whatever you want to call it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and the way I do it, I think I've told you this, and people close to me know this. It's just like, until I'm able to assess someone's character or like their morals and their principles, I kind of look at everyone as if they have the comprehension of a child, because then I'll speak to them with care, sympathy, and empathy. And then the more character that they show me, the more the principles and the morals that they show me, that shows me the level of which I should speak to them, and that shows me the degree of which I should speak to them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm not wasting either one of our time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
See, and mine just start from in the middle, I guess. You know, I would give them the approach of whatever they're trying to give me, and then what I start perceiving is where I'm going to maneuver my levels. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, you approach me as an adult, you look like an adult, you carry yourself like an adult, but now you speaking to me on a lower form, you know what I'm saying? So
I think
so now I'm gonna lower it down here, you know what I'm saying, or remove myself, you know what I'm saying. But usually I don't mind like just formulating some words around, you know what I'm saying, to just try to communicate better with people.
and a lot of people do that. Like, I mean, almost everyone does that. Almost everyone does that. Whether it's going to a party and you gotta drink. Like when I go to parties, I have to drink so much just to be able to have a good time, just because I just don't naturally vibrate in that environment. You know what I mean? Like, I'm a smoker. You know what I mean? I like to chill with people that I'm close to. You know what I mean? And have a good time. Like, it's just a room full of people looking for a good time when I go out for a party. That's what it seems like to me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I always find my space.
Yeah, me too. In the cut somewhere.
I always find my space.
Well, if I'm real drunk, you might. I'll be out there, but hey, you don't even dance. I'm like, I know, don't it look like it?
Yeah.
But like, how did when because you said you became aware of accountability with the walkie-talkie thing. At what point did you become aware of the intent part of accountability?
I think I knew from the beginning, kind of. You know what I'm saying? Just like I was saying before, like just from my transition from moving from state to state at an age where I was well aware of everything, you know what I'm saying? So I think from there I was already kind of hip, you know what I'm saying? But it was just like, you gonna shoot your shot, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna shoot and see if I get caught. So then when I did, that's when I started being like, I started putting more weight on it, you know what I'm saying? And
what you mean by that?
More weight, like being more mindful now.
Okay.
Now I want to put more energy into it, you know what I'm saying? Because now I know the consequences. You got to experience life, you know what I'm saying? Regardless of how you choose to do it, you know what I'm saying? But you're never going to get to any place you try and get to without experiencing life. You know what I'm saying? So like, I think the big thing is now where we get to with the accountability thing, because now we all adults, most of us, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, most of that shit is gonna come down to relationships, you know what I'm saying? Whether it's friendships, you know what I'm saying? Like your spouse, you know what I'm saying? Your parents, you know what I'm saying? Family members, whoever, you know what I'm saying? So
I was about to say, I didn't really realize, I began to become aware of intent with accountability and friendships, but I didn't actualize it until relationships hit.
Yeah.
Because like, it's one thing to me, because I didn't really grow up with a father around. My grandfather was around, but he worked a lot, and you know, he drank when he didn't work, and he was very quiet. So like, he handled his business, took care of his family, he was quiet. So like, when it came to like my homeboys treating me a certain kind of way, I didn't really have many examples of dudes and how they interacted, so I ain't really take it too personally because it's a fucking dude. You know what I mean? Like, but when it was the females that treated me a certain kind of way, I'm like, you know, we talked about what we felt. You know what you was doing. You know what I mean? Like, we closer on a different level. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, see, mine's just easier with the guys because I got the brothers.
And I was the only child till I was like 13 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So mine was an easier process then, you know what I'm saying? So
True.
I knew I had to be accountable for some things at a young age, you know what I'm saying? But you still want to experience life a little bit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I would say, as far as like holding things, people accountable, and myself, as far as like friendships, relationships, any kind of shit, you know, being an adult, it would be more so on like the opposite of yours, like how you said you connect more with females. You know, I would be able to know more with guys just because I feel like that kind of went hand in hand with respect for me growing up, you know what I'm saying? So like,
what you mean by that?
If somebody did some fuck shit, you know what I'm saying, then you know, hold them accountable for it. That wasn't the word being used at the time, you know what I'm saying?
It was like, you're going to check them, you're going to see about it, you're going to do whatever.
Yeah, so it was already there, but it was just a different word, you know what I'm saying? And it wasn't really like fully understood.
Yeah, like I'm glad you say that, because like, I'd be talking to, you know, one of my main homeboys, and I asked him, I was just like, yo, why dudes be acting like they cool when they like in your vicinity, but you can obviously tell that they don't like you, and when you're not around them, or like you see how they interact online or with other people, you can tell how they really feel. And he was just like, I was just like, what is weird? Motherfuckers be calling me weird. I'm not weird. What is weird? He was just like, a lot of people call people weird for stuff they just don't understand.
Yeah.
He was like, it's just like a blanket statement.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If they can't categorize you or read you, they're just gonna say that you're weird.
Yeah, we used to do that with the different people in school. People that was different. You know what I'm saying? Not like I know bullying shit, but they wear, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but you know, weird is not accepted. So
I think it's becoming more accepted now.
Yeah, now it's the norm.
Different. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So.
But that's something I dealt with, like, cause like you said, I interacted more with females, and you said you interacted more with males, so the language difference, like you said, that is accountability. Nah, I'm gonna see about it. Like, I'm gonna check them. All of that stuff is I'm gonna hold them accountable.
Yeah.
It's just saying it in a different way.
Yeah, we just didn't have the same words that we formulated it with. You know what I'm saying? But on that note, we're gonna cut to this break, and we're gonna slide right back to y'all.
We back from the break.
You're
right now. We're gonna get into discipline, man. Discipline. So,
yes, sir.
for me, discipline really went hand in hand with accountability, because once I became aware in relationships about intent and accountability, it made me want to work harder at treating people the way I wanted to be treated. So, like, when did you become aware of discipline? Not just discipline as a concept, but discipline as something for yourself.
I say, motherfuckers learn discipline. You know, like, bro, motherfuckers learn discipline with them ass.
Yeah, exactly.
No, discipline.
That's forced discipline. Forced to go to church, all of that stuff. Forced to go to school, forced to do homework. That's a different type of discipline to me.
Yeah, I wouldn't really consider that. That was that's other people disciplining. Yeah, I feel you. But me disciplining myself, I feel like I was fucking shit at it in school. You know what I'm saying? That's why I couldn't finish doing sports my senior year. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't have no love for school, no discipline for it. I just didn't give a fuck about it. But I enjoyed sports. You know what I'm saying? Basketball and football, I did it all through then. You know what I'm saying? So I knew I was unfocused around that time, you know what I'm saying? But, like, I was only, like, out of school for, like, a year before, you know what I'm saying, I went through my situation. So, you know.
Situation?
When I got locked.
Yeah.
So, it was like I was gone right away, you know what I'm saying? So, some people went to college. I went to Penn State. You know what I'm saying?
He ain't talking about no college.
Yeah. A little bit of hard knocks. Nah. But nigga, you gotta get in tune right away. Or people gonna take advantage of you. You know what I'm saying? You might have mental breakdowns. You know what I'm saying? It'd be a lot of shit that can happen in that process. So I don't want to start from there. So I would say when I transitioned out of that shit, it was the not smoking shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, you gonna smoke or you gonna fuck up and get on papers, or you know what I'm saying? Like, and have to go back, or you gonna get your shit together. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I still wanted to kick in the beer around motherfuckers. So I just had to know not to smoke. You know what I'm saying? I just tell myself, all right, bro, you grab a drink, you take a Black and Mild or something. You know what I'm saying? Because I wasn't big on cigarettes, so that was how I had subconsciously on a lower frequency started, you know what I'm saying, like self-disciplining myself.
In my head, when you talked about going into the system right after high school, I started thinking about how you had to discipline yourself to work the fuck out every day. How you had to discipline yourself not to fuck with certain type of motherfuckers and to stay on the right track. Like, discipline yourself not to be broken spiritually. Like, I'm thinking of so many other disciplines before the smoking thing, just from you saying that experience. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, but at a certain extent, like, for some people, like, that shit just comes natural. You know what I'm saying? Like, at that time, I ain't have shit to lose. I ain't had no little one. I ain't have a whole lot of shit going on out here. You know what I'm saying? Like,
okay.
Most people, when they in that spot, if you ain't graduating, going to school right away, you know what I'm saying, you probably feeling fucked up because all your friends or people you know graduating or going to school. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah.
Right after high school is a weird space for everybody. You know what I'm saying? So,
I'm glad you said that, because that's something that I know. And you know certain people that walk that walk, but that's not something that everybody's aware of.
Yeah.
That not everybody has to get prepared for everything. You know what I mean? Some people are just built for certain things, so they just can adapt. You know what I mean? But yeah, when it comes to smoking and discipline, man, when I went to Africa for 2 weeks, I thought about not going because I was like, I don't know if I can find no weed there.
Bro, I'm still smoking like that, bro, the whole time. Yeah, you gotta keep it. Like, the gas is different, you know. The flowers is lovely. I don't feel like it's no reason, you know what I'm saying, unless somebody is forcing my hand. You know what I'm saying?
Well, it was a process that I had to do for my own mental discipline because I didn't know if I could or not.
Yeah.
Because when I had that thought, I was just like, damn, bro, I'm about to not go to Africa because I probably won't be able to smoke. And the way my mind even works is I don't like anything to have a hold on me like that. Nothing.
Yeah.
So that was part of my discipline to be like, well, I'm going to go anyway, even if I can't find anything. Like, even though that thought was like, oh, God damn. and like, to be honest, like, it was weird because it was a paradox. It was an oxymoron because I felt high the whole time. It was just like, but I wasn't smoking. So, like, you know, I had not like shaking and shit, but like, I had little shivers.
Breaking down.
I had little shivers here and there or something, you know what I mean? But it was really, and I was irritable.
Yeah, cold sweats.
Well, I don't sleep well anyway. I was traumatized.
You took naps and woke up thinking you had a blunt somewhere. Like, oh shit.
Boy, I couldn't even find matches in Africa for 2 days. Like, and I wanted to use cigarettes to substitute.
Couldn't find matches.
Cause don't nobody smoke in certain areas. People don't even smoke cigarettes like that. Like, they don't even like you. It's wild.
Yeah, I've never been over there, so I'm just, you know, this is all new experiences for me here.
But yeah, as far as discipline, I know what you mean by that because it was something that I know I can do, but I really enjoy. You know what I mean?
That's why I named that as the first one, and I skipped everything else because all the other shit was like, to me, that was going to happen anyways. You know what I'm saying? That.
Yeah, I'm gonna survive.
Yeah, but having to put down something that I love, you know, or I enjoy, it was difficult, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's like, shit, I wasn't born with this motherfucker in my hand, you know what I'm saying, in my system. So, like, as much as I love it, you know what I'm saying, I understand too much of anything can be bad for you. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, all right, I just take this as my break, my balance, you know what I'm saying? What I do is, okay, boom, I smoke a couple days and then I clean myself out for 3.5 weeks, you know what I'm saying? Like, just a couple hits, you know what I'm saying? So it just started from there, and then once I got to, like, figuring out the music shit, you know what I'm saying? I took the trip to New York and popped with my bros and got the music shit going. Once I started learning, bro, it was no turning back. It was no turning back. Seeing the progress and the facts and feeling better inside, it was nothing else that was going to replace that, you know what I'm saying? So when I put down cable TV, sports, you know what I'm saying, like, when I set that shit down, bro, I ain't even think about looking back on that shit.
So, like, as far as, let's say, relationships, did accountability have any factor in you being more disciplined, like, towards that person within yourself to be a better man, better person, to do better, you know, anything like that?
Yeah, I think it all goes hand in hand, you know what I'm saying? Because I feel like you should be trying to live what you speak, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yes.
If I'm speaking it, then I should be living it, you know what I'm saying? Like, anybody that know me know I spend a lot of time researching and in that shit, you know what I'm saying? People bump into me, they could tell by my communication how I conversate, you know what I'm saying? But other people might not be that well aware, you know what I'm saying? But that's something that I live, so it shows on the outside, you know what I'm saying? To the point to where we at the Godcast, you know what I'm saying? Y'all make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe, you know what I'm saying? We appreciate all the love and support over here. You know what I'm saying? We gonna keep feeding out this good knowledge, this content, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man, like, for me in relationships, that was when that was one of the things, and as well as, you know, things happening to me in life with family and friends, but like relationships, that's something that like really hit me, and I had to sit with by myself because it's something you go with one person.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's not like, oh, we in a family, yo, guess what mom did to me, or you got friends, yo, guess what such and such did to me. It's just like, nah, who you gonna tell? Like, you can tell people, but they don't really know like y'all two know. Like, it's different. So like when it came to discipline, I was just like, and like you said, let me be the person I say I am too. I can't be a hypocrite.
Yeah.
So like it just started to make
you can, but it don't feel good.
Oh
you know what I'm saying? And once you start, I mean, we live based off of our feelings. A lot of shit we do based off our feelings. So if the shit don't feel good, why the fuck we gonna keep doing it? You know what I'm saying? When it comes to certain things, I know some shit we gonna do. You know what I'm saying?
Even being disciplined don't always feel good. Shit, that shit don't feel good a lot of the time.
The results do, but that's like working out. You know what I'm saying? Like if anybody worked out, then you know what's up. You know what I'm saying?
I went to the gym today. I do.
Yeah,
it do feel good when you get in that mirror. You be like, oh shit, man, I was pudgy. Oh man, okay, hold up.
Shit coming together now.
Yo, like I'm trying to tell you, I started working out like 8 years ago. I'm just getting to what I envisioned now from when I started 8 years ago.
Bro, the way my family genetics is set up, bro, I go get in the gym for 2 months, bro, and I'll be like, they be like, damn nigga, how long you been working out? I
2 months? I just started actually.
Just started.
I work out 30 minutes a day.
I just got back in, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, a lot of that shit do come with self-discipline, you know what I'm saying? That is a pretty hard fucking thing to do, you know what I'm saying? Especially when you are the adult and the parent and the teacher and, you know what I'm saying? You are the higher power that's disciplining yourself, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's not coming from outside of you. It's coming from within you.
And also, like, for me as an artist, like, the accountability for me comes from like, I mean, not from, but to me, it's on, like, another kind of level because it's publicized. So if I'm not who I am, everybody gets to judge it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I'm out here like, yo, this me, this is what you think, buy it, you know what I mean, like support it. And if it's not me, like everybody has the right to judge it because I put it out there, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I could see you definitely having that concept too. And then for me being just the generation I grew up in, that's just how I felt like I was supposed to carry it all the time before cameras, you know what I'm saying? The cameras just became a thing, you know what I'm saying? All of this shit, you know, this shit fresh, you know what I'm saying? Like,
and you know what else, man? I'm glad you brought that up because when it came to discipline, I'm glad you brought that up because the way we grew up, that is the way it seemed like it was supposed to be, and everybody made it seem like, yo, I got it on my own, I did this, I'm this, I'm that, and then you get older and you realize you based your whole life on some shit that somebody was never living. And you gotta have the discipline to stay the person that you are.
The good thing is,
you know what I mean?
The good thing is, though, it was good principles that was trying to be instilled.
It was.
You know what I'm saying?
It definitely was.
Yeah, like, I don't know where the changeover, you know what I'm saying? I guess it kind of happened with our generation. I can't say I don't know where it came from, but some of us got instilled in us, some of us didn't, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, it's not a whole lot of respect for the elders anymore, you know what I'm saying? So,
yeah.
And that comes from not having the interior, you know what I'm saying? So then you just taking the exterior.
And that comes from accountability as well. Because there's a lot of people don't acknowledge that there's no one good person that's solely good. There's no one bad person that's solely bad. You have to do a little bit of both to get to wherever and just to be. Like, that's what this place is. You know what I mean?
Yeah, nah. So what I be doing sometimes is like knowing that the world is set up yin and yang, you know what I'm saying? It's opposites, whatever fucking words you want to use, you know what I'm saying? It's like, for me, energetically, I know, and physically I know, cigarettes and that tobacco shit is bad for me, you know what I'm saying? But I would rather say, hey, this is going to be my bad that I put out there to the universe, this tobacco, you know what I'm saying? It's bad, but it's only hurting me, you know what I'm saying? It's not a bad that's hurting other people, you know what I'm saying?
And something that I'm saying the same thing, but in a different perspective, the track is saying that I had to come to terms with, and I still come to terms with, is that you have to have a balance with everything. The same way you're spiritual, well, you have a mind, a spirit, and a body. You have to do fleshly things sometimes. You have to do mental things and be in your mind sometimes, and you have to be in your spirit as well. You have to find whatever your specific balance is for that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So, That's why both of them go pretty good hand in hand. Accountability and discipline. You know what I'm saying? So, and I feel like discipline also goes with like, as far as being recent and talking relationships, any kind of relationships is with setting boundaries, you know what I'm saying? Guidelines, you know what I'm saying? And not signing on these spiritual contracts that you're not aware of, you know what I'm saying? Be more mindful of these spiritual contracts that we be signing, you know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people think that if you're around somebody that you know what I'm saying, you agreed to that spiritual contract, you know what I'm saying?
And you either need to be aware enough to deal with people who do fair everything, including spiritual contracts, or know that you're valuable enough to be able to renegotiate anything that you would like.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you're not forced into anything. It may seem like that. You ain't forced into anything. You may be stuck in it because you don't have the energy or the wherewithal, the knowledge, or know how to apply it to get out right now. But just know that you're valuable enough to renegotiate anything that you would like. You know what I mean?
And that's why I always be trying to tell people close to me just to try to be mindful of the spiritual contracts. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't hear much talk about them. But there's a lot of spiritual contracts that's formulated, you know what I'm saying? Just because you're around somebody a lot don't make them your friend, you know what I'm saying? Just because you kick it with shorty don't mean she your girl, you know what I'm saying? Like, if y'all going to make these agreements, I mean, I always say this because, like, these paper contracts come from the concept of spiritual contracts, you know what I'm saying?
Without
Everything
question.
we see and deal with out here, it starts from within. You know what I'm saying? Whether we want to agree with it or not, you know what I'm saying? That's how the fuck it got out here. So, it's like, be more mindful of these contracts, you know what I'm saying? It comes with discipline, you know what I'm saying? That means you have to be aware, you have to pay attention to these things, you know what I'm saying? Like,
and you also have to take accountability for what you've done and your intent and what this other person may be doing, and what you never really know what someone's intent may be unless you ask them, because literally you never know what people may want and what they're aiming for.
But you know what your intent is. You
Exactly.
know what I'm saying? You know what your intent is, and you know how you feel. You know what I'm saying? So whether you feel like you got some fucked up intentions or whether you feel like you got some good intentions, you're just supposed to be mindful and aware of your shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, but
Do you have any, because I have a technique, maybe a few, but I have one in the forefront of my mind. Do you have any techniques that you put into place when staying disciplined to make sure that you don't take advantage of people who don't take accountability for themselves and you take accountability for their intent? Because sometimes for me, I might get resentful or want revenge or vengeance when someone isn't treating me fairly. You know what I mean?
I think I lived on that other end of the spectrum enough doing that shit in the physical world that, like, spiritually the payout is way better. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you want to call it revenge, it feels way better. You know what I'm saying? Like, so for me, like, when I start having those thoughts, if a situation happened, you know what I'm saying, I'm having these thoughts and I want to do some hateful shit or some revengeful shit, you know what I'm saying? First thing I have to do is acknowledge them, you know what I'm saying? And I don't run from them. I acknowledge them.
Like your feelings, your thoughts, that's what you
Both.
mean? Okay.
Both. You know what I'm saying? I acknowledge both. I'm in a rage state right now, you know what I'm saying? Or I'm experience anger right now, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm having these thoughts, I want to do these things, like, and then I have examples where not doing these things, the results was much better, you know what I'm saying? So I know how to take a punch, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like taking physical punches is easy, you know what I'm saying? The spiritual ones is harder. You know what I'm saying? Them ones is way more powerful, but
Especially
like,
if they true.
Yeah, but like I know me personally, I know I have a warrior spirit. So for me, like, I'm built to take those blows. You know what I'm saying? So I bounce back fast, you know what I'm saying? And then I can still put myself in those positions to still try to help other people and be able, if they want to throw those blows, still be able to take them, not have to worry about throwing them back, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've been in the physical fighter my whole fucking life, at least a good chunk of it, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I know how to utilize this shit a different way now, you know what I'm saying? So I don't even have to respond or give the same energy back, you know what I'm saying? So you get the energy you put out, you know what I'm saying? So if I respond, then I'm gonna get that energy back, you know what I'm saying? So I just don't. I keep putting the energy out that I want to put out, and I just suck it up, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can call it an L, a loss. I call it a learning lesson.
Yeah, I've taken a lot of L's, learning lessons, whatever, to the point where I just sat back and realized how much I don't care about most of. It's more so what other people would think about me rather than me caring about a situation.
So how do you discipline yourself with your boundaries in like relationships, as far as like with females?
I always, anything I do, I look at how, because I have an addictive personality, I look at how much I indulge in it. And then when I look at how much I indulge in it, I'll be like, okay, I'm indulging a lot. How much do I feel like I don't want, how much do I feel like I want to be around this all the time? You know what I mean? And then if I feel like I want to be around it all the time, that's when I'm like, all right, I need to discipline myself. Because I'm going to become addicted if I'm not already addicted, and that's not something my personality enjoys. You know what I mean? Like,
so what happens when you do get addicted?
I was about to say, when I do what you do, similar to what you do, but I do it emotion leading with the thought supporting it. I put my emotions in our thought, like, you know, I come out and I say how I feel, but I'm telling you what I think, rather than saying what I believe and what I feel behind it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's just like people feel me first and they hear me afterwards. Because I lead with like, come on, man. Like it's like, you know, it's just all that emotion comes out because it's just like, I have to be, just like you, I have to be as transparent with you and myself, so we both got to deal with this now.
Yeah.
That's how I look at it. Like, I said it, you're here. We're both involved. I'm doing something about it. What you want to do? How much do you care?
Yeah.
You know, like, and if they don't really do nothing about it, I'm like, okay, so it's no point to me investing.
Yeah, because once you get that investing, you start being that transparent. You know what I'm saying? Like, you either gonna stand on your feet and show, you know what I'm saying, you got some strength, or you gonna fall back and be a little pussy. You know what I'm saying? Like,
period.
That's really it, because, you know what I'm saying, boundaries is going to be pushed, you know what I'm saying? So that's when you got to have some self-discipline, you know what I'm saying? So if it's somebody that you think might be physical, you know what I'm saying, then you just make sure you maneuver yourself or you got space or distance in between y'all, you know what I'm saying? If it's a female or some shit, you know what I'm saying, then you just gotta grow something, you know what I'm saying, and give it. And then vice versa, if it's the females, you know what I'm saying, like if you got some situations with a man, and you gotta make sure you got some space in between. And
I learned that doing business, because me and Trak were already friends, we're already brothers, like, but doing business together, it hit a point where you're gonna hit a point where you don't agree, period. Yeah. And like you said, if you stand on your toes, if it's two people standing on their toes, I'm gonna stand on mine, he gonna stand on his, and what he's saying about distance is right. He already knew, he stood at a distance, and it's different when you're interacting with a male to female than a male to male, and also from female to female. It took me a couple days to go through my emotions because we're both speaking logic dominantly. You know what I mean? Like, we're both speaking logic, so I had to process. It took me discipline in not letting my emotions take charge, because this is a male, it's not a female. You know what I mean? So
shit, it took discipline to address the situation at hand. You know what I'm saying? Just to go about the whole process, you know what I'm saying? Like, you could tell when two people are trying to grow, you know what I'm saying? You'll know when you trying to grow, you know what I'm saying? And then you gonna respect the self-discipline on the other side, you know what I'm saying? Yes. Even if it's not ingredients. It's like, you know what I'm saying, two warriors fighting, you know what I'm saying, you get the other one respect at the end, you know what I'm saying, if it ain't no disrespectful shit, you know what I'm saying, like,
yeah, it's honor, it's just like, alright, yeah, ain't neither one of us knocked out, I might have lost, you might have won, it don't matter, we here, I respect it, like,
but some people make it hard to get to that place, and they don't have the self-discipline to do that. So when you get to that space and you feel like you don't, you just gotta focus on your breathing, concentrate on your breathing, you know what I'm saying, and then collect your thoughts together, you know what I'm saying. That's
and realize that just because y'all cool and everything, y'all might have worked through something smooth before, it's not gonna be, it's gonna feel like it might not be cool. But if y'all really on that level, y'all really on the same level, everything gonna smooth out. You know what I mean?
Long as you feel that both people is working, you know.
Exactly.
What I'm saying?
That's what I'm. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
exactly.
that's paying attention to that energy and the force fields. You know what I'm saying? And having that self-discipline. You gotta start with the small things. You know what I'm saying? I even had a time where like, cause I was chefing before all this shit happened for like 4 years. So I had got to a place where I ain't even want to eat no meats no more. You know what I'm saying? So I took a break from meats for like 6 months. You know what I'm saying? Like, all I did was just remove the meats. I kept eating my usual foods, you know what I'm saying? I just removed the meat. So it's like, that's a small step, you know what I'm saying? I probably did that shit for like 5-6 months. I ain't do it forever, but just to know that I can do it, you know what I'm saying? That's why I did it, you know what I'm saying? That's kind of like when I did the Ramadan thing, you know what I'm saying? When I was locked, I did that shit for 30 days, you know what I'm saying? No food. You know what I'm saying? That's 30 days.
You see my subconscious? I'm shaking my head like, boy.
You don't eat from 6 in the morning, you don't eat shit all day, and then not again until after 6, you know what I'm saying? So, no food intake, you know what I'm saying? No food intake. A lot of self-discipline.
Yeah, man.
But then I started applying that shit out here. I have a lot of homeboys, you know what I'm saying, homies that still in that joint. It was only like 3 of us, 2 of us by the time we finished, you know what I'm saying? Like, but that's just what self-discipline, you know what I'm saying? Then I had to start applying it out here in real life where I didn't have that pressure on my back, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's when it really set in for me. You know, it was like, yo, I could do this shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm putting myself in enough experiences to where like it's showing that I have to show that I got some self-discipline, you know what I'm saying? So.
And the more that you do these things, the more that you have accountability and self-discipline. Like he said, he started out with a group of people, it was 2 or 3 by the end. That's exactly how accountability and self-discipline typically is. You know, we're spiritual people here. We know that the world is transitioning into a different state where it will be dominantly people like us, but, you know, typically that's how it is. You start off with a group, but by the end of it you got 2 or 3 people being solid and everybody else just acting like they solid. You know what I mean?
But what happens is that they go with the majority, you know what I'm saying? So if the majority don't have self-discipline, then it's going to be a whole bunch of people with no self-discipline, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, without question.
And then they all going to be loyal to each other, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
why would we shatter all of our perceptions to go with y'all couple peoples? It makes no sense to us. You know what I mean? Strength in numbers.
Yeah, but once again, with all my transition, I don't ever think numbers. I just think strength. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I just think strength. That's it. You know what I'm saying? So like, you know, it all takes a lot of work, you know what I'm saying, a lot of dedication, small steps. You gotta have something in front of you.
What's some things you stay disciplined on daily, weekly, yearly? Just right now in life, you know what I mean?
I mean, like, I make sure, like, when I'm on my daddy duties, you know what I'm saying, like, everybody knows how serious my daddy duties that know me, you know what I'm saying, like,
yes, we do.
You know what I'm saying, I got a lot of things that I do with her normally, you know what I'm saying, like, we had the notebook out that the school had sent through, but I do stuff with her that don't include the school, you know what I'm saying, like, They do the ABCs all the way down through. We just go straight to words.
This man took her to 17 different beaches, back-to-back weeks, like a couple months ago. I was like, how many beaches is it on the East Coast, bro? Like, how much gas money do you got? God damn, like, I'm going to another beach. I'm like, yo.
Well, what happens is, what happens is with her, I try to make sure, like, I try to do, like, I want to create memories. Like, exactly. I already know, like, the material shit is here, you know what I'm saying? She knows she can have whatever she want with daddy, but then she get everything and plus more when she with mommy, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, that's already taking care of all the material shit, you know what I'm saying? So what we're going to do is make sure we create these memories. I'm going to make sure that I do my best and not programming you backwards, you know what I'm saying? But I know you have to indulge in some of this stuff because that's what's out here right now, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, you got to be aware.
But yeah, making sure that I'm there, like she still watch cartoons and shit, she do all that shit, but I personally, like, she know daddy don't do Christmas, so I don't put on the Christmas cartoons and movies and shit for her, you know what I'm saying? We do the regular shit and kick it, you know what I'm saying? We always have our movie night. You know, daddy always gonna lay her down, you know what I'm saying? Like, and that's just some stuff that I do when I have her, you know what I'm saying? And then when I'm not with her, you know what I'm saying? Everything else is grind, and I have to be in motion doing something, you know what I'm saying? So, like, I'm up on my computer working, you know what I'm saying? Or I'm up meditating before I get straight to work, you know what I'm saying? Like,
you do a lot, man. In case y'all don't know, man, this man edits this stuff. He makes the graphics for this. He makes beats. He shoots videos. He does photography. He's a father. He has personal relationships. Like, he wears a lot of hats, so that takes a lot of discipline daily.
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
Look, I just...
There's a lot. Books a lot of the guests, most of the guests. Like, we can keep going. Do a lot.
I enjoy reaching out, you know what I'm saying? That's how I feel. Like, a lot of people say they like to do these things, but I do it, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just one of them people that, like, if you're going to shoot it down, you can shoot it down. Ain't no love lost, you know what I'm saying? But if my spirit telling me to reach out, I'm going to reach out, you know what I'm saying? It's social media now. It's like I could pull up on you in person, but that's not how it's set up anymore, you know what I'm saying? So now it's just like, I don't have to, all I gotta do is right here, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't want to do that, but that shit don't cost nothing. It's
something that I mentioned to you, but it's something that is helping me be more disciplined. Coming in here, I came in as a guest. Then you suggested, hey, you want to try co-hosting, you know, for an episode. Then we picked it up, and then you was just like, hey, you know, see if you can get some guests. Hey, you know, bring in some topics. And I was just like, oh shit, like, I told him, I'm used to being the get in where you fit in type of dude. So, like, I'm used to taking charge where I fit in. But, like, taking charge in general, if it's mine, I got it. But, like, of other stuff, like, that's something that I'm disciplining myself in now. Like, my timing, like, he's more on time. I'm a 15, 30 minutes late type dude. When I know what I do, every time, 15 to 30 minutes, I'm late. That's me.
But tell this nigga 4:45.
Yeah, he tells me an earlier time so I can be here still, like, 10 minutes late. Like, it's wild. Like,
it also depends on the guest, too.
Yeah, it depends on the guest, and that also means, like, if it's a female guest, I grew up around females. I'm a gentleman. You know what I mean? Like, I have a different type of interaction and a different type of energy with females. Yeah. And when it comes to that, I just had a baby too, so sometimes, like,
yeah. So how do you self-discipline yourself? Because you be having a lot of things going on in the mix too. So it's like,
man, the best way I do, especially with my child now, is he priority over everything. He got it, and it's him and his mother, my lady, priority over everything. She got to be good. She got to be fed. She got to be nourished, so he can be fed. He can be nourished. He got to be clean. He can't be crying. Is he up? Okay, I got to put whatever I got to do to the side. Maybe I can't eat right now. Maybe I can't go record. Maybe I got to push the guest over a little bit. You know what I mean? Like,
I forgot about that part right there. Not being able to eat sometimes. I ain't even.
Bruh,
that is part of the process too.
You got to maintain yourself. So sometimes I got to be like, look, I have to eat right now, even though he's crying. I got to lay him down for 2 minutes and get 3 or 4 bites. You know what I mean? But that's also discipline too. I can't just let him lay there and cry and eat all the fucking food. Yeah. You know what I mean? He's still number one priority. So then I percentage the priorities when I have to pick at one time. You know what I mean? But it's a lot of maintenance, and I'm just getting about 10% normal.
Yeah.
10%. And it's been about a month and a half.
I'm about to say, yeah, you picking back up pretty quick though.
Yeah, I'm okay. I'm good. 10% though. Just keep that in mind when you want to have kids.
Yeah, we named a bunch of stuff but even maintaining social medias is a lot too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then having multiple social medias, that still counts. Anything you have to put energy towards counts. You know what I'm saying? You can't look past it. You know what I'm saying? Because that's still, it's easy to go through and scroll, but it takes more energy to find the right picture, the right video cut, the right post. You know what I'm saying? You gotta put the right words with it or the right hashtags with it, you know what I'm saying? Then you wanna post it at the right time, you know what I'm saying, for your fans, because everybody's shit is different.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
my mind just went down a rabbit hole just trying to process all that shit. And that's what it kind of does to you, and that's why you have to stay disciplined and realize sometimes part of discipline is disciplining yourself to be like, I need to chill right now.
Yeah.
Being disciplined isn't focus on doing the task all the time. Sometimes your task might be just chilling the fuck out and doing nothing. You know what I mean? Because you need to maintenance and maintain yourself in order to do anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And we about to chill out on that note, you know what I'm saying? We about to cut to this break. We're gonna slide back to you. Yeah. Yeah. So we back from the break, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, indeed.
So what we about to get into now, you know what I'm saying, which we discussed on another episode, we about to go into a part 2, you know what I'm saying, manifesting, you know what I'm saying. So, you know, we discussed it a little bit before, you know what I'm saying, but just as to simplify like a short briefing for the people, you know what I'm saying, like, how would you define manifesting?
Manifesting is envisioning something, seeing, envisioning, believing something, and bringing it into the physical or into your
Reality,
your existence, your dimension. Yes.
So, how has that been playing out for you as far as recent, up to date? Some you can give an example for as far as
Well, to tie it into everything that we've been talking about with accountability and discipline, I had mentioned before that I had began my journey in 2012 to that's when I had became Cheno Bliss, started doing the affirmations, the program
Blizzy,
bleep bleep bleep, the deprogramming, the reprogramming, you know what I mean? And now it's 2020, it's about to be 2021. That's like the other end of the cycle of 2012. Yeah. You know what I mean? So now it's to the point where, and I've been disciplined this whole time, I've took accountability for everything that I can. You know what I mean? And I've worked on the things that I couldn't take accountability for and took as much accountability as I could, as I was able to. And it's to the point where I manifest at will. And when I say at will, I can ask for something. Let's say I could be like, I would like something to drink. I would like something cold to drink. You know what I mean? Just to be simple, I would like something cold to drink. You know what I mean? And I might be thinking about a lemonade, and I might get any kind of drink. And now I'm to the point where I realize I didn't ask for Lipton green tea lemonade. You know what I mean? Like, I should have been more specific. Like, damn, man, I didn't have, I had a lot of energy in it, but I want that specific. Sometimes I might be more specific, but my energy ain't right. My energy ain't level. So it's to the point now where I can manifest at will, but if I can't manifest in the timing that I would like to, I know what I need to adjust to be able to do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. So I think, like you were saying, how that ties into accountability and discipline. Like, when you discipline yourself, and me going through my discipline steps, you know what I'm saying, it's like, I don't have to retaliate, or I don't have to want to put out that other energy, you know what I'm saying, because I know what's going to manifest for me focusing my energy over here in this space, you know what I'm saying. I never took my energy away from there, so there's no way that this is not going to happen for me.
And now your energy is amplified because rather than let it be misdirected and misguided, you kept it focused, or maybe you blanked out whatever was giving you that excess energy and redirected it to where you would have liked it to be. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's powerful.
That is, and like when you start understanding and start actually paying attention to the things you manifest in your life, because you manifest every day on a regular, whether you know it or not. You know what I'm saying? So once you start being more aware and you start directing it, you know what I'm saying? So that's what I was saying before, like the way I balance my yin and yang is I smoke tobacco sometimes too, you know what I'm saying? So I don't have to worry about something, you know what I'm saying, like a negative force catching me off guard, you know what I'm saying, because I already utilized that in my spirit world, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is something I know I'm not supposed to be doing, so I wouldn't say now I'm not supposed to be doing, but it's on the opposite end of the spectrum as far as like where I feel like I'm supposed to be going and be at, you know what I'm saying? And whether we want to be over there or not, you're going to have to indulge in that other side a little bit, you know what I'm saying? So I just try to be more direct with my shit, you know what I'm saying? So like, that's why I be way more comfortable in my space, and I don't, you know, like, sometimes I know we vent stuff out, I have to vent stuff out, you know what I'm saying? But it's more of a out off because it never, the conversation never stays that way, you know what I'm saying? It always cycles back around to something more positive, productive, forwarding, you know what I'm saying? Something more uplifting, you know what I'm saying? So that's how you can kind of tell which direction a conversation is going to, you know what I'm saying? But
and for example, like Trak and I, we have like a balance for one another. Like, Trak is more disciplined than I am. Trak is more grounded than I am on a regular basis. I'm an air sign. I'm more in my head. I'm more spiritual. You know what I mean? So it's just like, when I need to be grounded, I'm like, yo, I'll reach down and be like, yo, let me get some grounding, let me get some perspective on these logical thoughts. And when he wants to be one of the clouds, he's like, let me get some perspective on these far out thoughts. And you know what I mean? So we can find a common ground or a level perspective between the two. You know what I mean?
Because I know when I communicate with you, I know I'm with anybody, but I know directly with you because we comprehend each other way more. So I know it's like I'm speaking from a spirit warrior's perspective, you know what I'm saying? So I can be in other people's shoes, but then if I communicate that with you, you can give me something broader, much faster than I would get there just trying to figure it out myself.
Yes. And like you said, in the spirit world and in the physical world, he will put me in situations or give me perspective to do certain things physically that I would think about more so than do. You know what I mean? Like, because my realm is the non-physical. You know what I mean? Like, that's where I dominantly dwell in. You know what I mean?
So I think it's good that we both got understandings of ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Our inner self and our outer self.
What about your manifesting? How is your manifest? Because we didn't even get to talk about yours.
Man, you already know my shit. I was going through some shit. I didn't put that energy out, and voila, my shit. You know what I'm saying? I manifested my shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yes.
Come on now. Once you understand the powers that you have, you know what I'm saying? Like, whether you want it or not, we all understand that there's a power structure out here. You know what I'm saying? And whether you dominating or not, just understand where you could utilize your power at. You know what I'm saying? So I know for me, like, shit, I'm a spirit warrior. So look, I ain't worried about winning this battle right here. You got me that one. Look, about to get you on the long haul. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, I'm gonna win the war.
Yeah.
I ain't worried about this battle.
Yeah, I play chess. You ain't know. I just gave you that rook for a reason. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to take your queen.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
yeah.
This is what we do. That's what, and that's the main thing where it comes down to, like, and what people be trying to tell people about that bullshit, about manifesting. You know what I'm saying? It's like just being more aware of the things you're focusing your energy on. You know what I'm saying? Like, even when it comes to the little stuff, say you on the highway and you was lazy and ain't get no gas and you think you still gonna make it anyways. You know what I'm saying? You just, as long as you focus on getting to that gas station. You know what I'm saying? And don't worry about running out of gas, you know what I'm saying? I guarantee you gonna make it to that gas station.
Boy, that takes some discipline. I remember I was coming home from North Carolina one time, boy. I think I was in like Danville. Yeah. I was like right before Danville, boy. I was in North Carolina. It was so dark and such back roady. I was like, boy, if I break down back here, I am finished.
Oh my God.
But I made it to that gas station, boy. That light was on for like 20 minutes too, boy. Like, I ain't never rode with the light on that long, boy.
Yo, that shit'll have you paranoid. But as long as you focusing your shit right, you probably wasn't thinking.
That took great discipline. All I was thinking was get to the gas station. Of course, in the back of my mind, it's like, boy, you know where you at. I'm like, I don't know where I'm at, but I know where I'm at. I know I ain't supposed to be here.
You know you can run out of motherfucking gas, you know what I'm saying? But at that time, you know what I'm saying, you mainly want to focus most of it.
I manifested.
You got 100%, you want to focus 90 to 80% of it on getting to your destination and 10% just keeping in the back of your mind.
Fam.
You know you might run out, but you don't put that at the forefront.
I have literally there's been 2 car accidents I've been in where I have consciously chosen to live. Like, literally, I'm just like, all right, I'm gonna close my eyes. Whatever happened, I'm gonna deal with it when I wake up. You know what I mean? Like, it was one was on 5th Street. I was in the middle of the lanes. I spun all the way around in a pickup truck. Then I was running off the road. Then there was a van running off the road. In my head, I'm like, it might be kids in it. I'm gonna just let them run into me rather than run off the road. And it was 2 kids in there. You know what I mean? Like, but just my intuition and just like the discipline to just be like, fuck it, I'm gonna do it. You know what I mean? Like, this could be life or death, but I'm gonna just do this. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I had wrecked one in my car. My only accident I've been in driving, hit somebody coming from school and fucking rolled right past the house. Like, you know what? I'm about to go take care of something else first before I go to the house. And this old lady as soon as it hit yellow, she just stopped. You know what I'm saying? But I'm thinking like she already under the light basically, and she gonna keep going. So I had picked my phone up for a second. It was about to, like, I was just all kind of in motion. And then I seen that motherfucker was still stopped. I hit the brakes. I slammed on the joints. It was like I wanted to swerve, but it was like, nah. Just brace yourself.
Yeah.
I would have hit the curb. It would have went straight down. It was like, it would have been worse. I would have like been at a gas station, some more shit. I'm like, nah.
Oh, you was right there on 50th
Ryle Road. So I just braced myself for the hit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. You took that discipline and you was like, fuck it.
I know.
That's how I be, bro. You just like,
That's literally how this shit was.
Every time,
bro. She was okay.
Bro, I had to peel the car door open, bro. I didn't realize I had sprained my shoulder. I had joint separation. It was just so much adrenaline. I just didn't. I had discipline on what I was supposed to do. I was like, I'm supposed to make sure they're okay. That's why I did this. So I gotta finish it. I had the steering wheel, bro. Like, but it took a lot of discipline, man. Like. And I manifested that too, like all of this. Like, I took accountability for the intent, all of that stuff. Like, and that was the thing. My intent wasn't even bad, but I just had to take physical accountability that time. Sometimes it's not either or. You got to take all of it.
Yeah, no, you got to take all of it.
You got to take it all, man.
And I'm a big brother, so I'm kind of used to it.
Taking it all.
So, but, you know, if you're not my big brother, if I'm not your big brother, I don't want to take accountability for other people. You got to start taking accountability for your shit, you know what I'm saying? And then you also got to focus your energy at manifesting on the right things, you know what I'm saying? So
you want to know something that, because we talk about manifest, we talk about all of these things. You guys can literally look at evidence of manifesting if you look at the episodes of the Trakwolf podcast.
Yeah, you can.
Like, you could see coming on as a guest, you could see the development of it, you could see the shirts, you could see the different guests, you could see the different way we engage. You know what I'm saying? Behind the scenes, there's people pushing each other. You know what I mean? There's people holding each other accountable. There's people pointing out different perspectives, and it takes discipline to even be able to listen to that from somebody else. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And it's all with the push on good intentions, you know what I'm saying? Just we manifesting something bigger than us, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, we could say this is over on, you know what I'm saying, my channel, Blase Blah, and the concept started here with me, but I see this as a group thing, you know what I'm saying? This isn't just me, this is us, you know what I'm saying? So, I have... You know what I'm saying? Like, so when there ever is a place where there will be there's always we, you know what I'm saying? Even when you try to swing it over this way, or, you know what I'm saying, somebody else swing it over this way. Nah, it's a team over here, you know what I'm saying? We have this vision, you know what I'm saying? It just so happened I was just the spark. Bro was already on the way to having his own thing going. I was already checking out his shit, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
you already had the vision for it, you know what I'm saying? What happened, we just put two like minds together, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly. And I mean, and he has the discipline. I have, and it's not like he just has the discipline and I don't. We're just aware enough to acknowledge when somebody is more well versed in something than we are ourselves.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's just like, as far as maintaining stuff, you know what I mean? Whether it be spiritually, mentally, I might be better at maintaining. He's better at starting it off, sparking it off. You know what I mean? He's better at introducing new ideas. He's better at introducing new people. You know what I mean? Like, all of these things are vital. You know what I mean?
Everything. You know what I'm saying? So, but on that note, you know what I'm saying? We're going to wrap this thing up for y'all. You know what I'm saying? We got a chance to talk about some good topics. You know what I'm saying? Drop a couple things out there. You know what I'm saying? Y'all stay tuned, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is what we gonna be doing, you know what I'm saying? We just wanted to come up here and show that, you know what I'm saying? We do got a lot of good content, some other information that we gonna have in store for y'all too. We do enjoy having the guest on as well, you know what I'm saying? And when we had the guest up here, that's more of a like conversational interview, you know what I'm saying? Thanks to bro right here with the great concept, you know what I'm saying? That's how we do this together.
Thank you, yes sir.
You know what I'm saying? So like, we still gonna be doing this more often too, you know what I'm saying? So y'all just gotta stay tuned, you know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe, you know what I'm saying? Drop them comments below, you know what I'm saying? If y'all got any opinions on anything, you know what I'm saying?
Topic ideas, opinions, you know, anything, man.
Anything, you know what I'm saying? That's what we doing. We showing love, supporting. If you got any brands, any merch, you know what I'm saying?
Comment, hit us up.
Show the love, drop it down below, you know what I'm saying? We'll reach out, you know what I'm saying? You know, you can reach to us, you know what I'm saying? Either way, we have everything in the descriptions, you know what I'm saying? But, yeah, it's been another great episode of the Trakwolf Godcast, you know what I'm saying? We got Cheno Bliss in the building, you know what I'm saying? I'm your boy TrakBeatz, man. Y'all make sure y'all tune into the Trakwolf Godcast IG, man. We signing out.
I like to welcome all to the fifth dimension. Clairvoyant intuitions, arrive with ease or relieve your tensions. From now to then, there's not much of a difference. From then till now, we made this decision. It happened all upon one moment. Neither you and I are the main component, while you and I are the main component. Makes the same man insanely wonder, as life's a paradox, an oxymoron in the matrix lock. Is it relative to the land I'm walking? If my truth is just while I live and talk it, leave that there as a mental marker. Fuck a highlighter or a Sharpie, excuse a French parting, as if I'm unjustly served. These Uncle Ruckuses got the nerve to look at me like a bird. And yeah, granted I'm fly with no approvals, I'm a saucer prior. Praise Mother Gaia. Open your intuition, take a step into the fifth dimension. Yeah. Open your intuition, take a step into the fifth dimension. Talk to him, P. Hold up. You see times in your head, and if your head's in the clouds, you ain't worried about time right now. And if your head's in the clouds, and it mean you ain't thinking, it just means you thinking elevated now. It gets harder to connect with some people you respect since you on another level type now. That's with all due respect, it feels lonely up here sometimes, still ain't finna come down. On this high horse and pedestal, open to all ridicule, but that's what winners do. I eat the good with the bad like dinner food, taming my inner food deep within my inner school. Times I knew I was but thought I wasn't, that translate to a penny picture claiming hustler. What's perceived is believed and achieved in that sequence. Really that's the one and only reason to believe this Cheno Bliss thesis. Besides the game speaking, your spirit saying damn, that man speaking, maybe I should peep him, huh? Thought I ain't peeping. Flow on they ass like a J track from way back. One of the reasons y'all gon' play back, huh? This my reparation, I'm over that payback. I'm smiling by the way while I say that. Fun facts, Martin said it best, yeah, run tell that. Ain't worry about a thing cause my face card ain't scratched. Sneaky dogs get cornered with their tails tucked back, so yeah, run tell that, Sneaky dogs get cornered with their tails tucked back, but what they run tell that? Nah.